With Nigeria's youthful and growing population, coupled with the increasing statistics of unemployment in the country, experts in the field of entrepreneurship posit that Nigeria and Nigerians stand to benefit immensely from entrepreneurship development, which is capable of building job creators rather than job seekers. Hello, this is Issues, that current affairs program that highlights and dissects issues in our society, reaching you from the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Abdullah Hajia, your uncle. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying with us. My guest on the program tonight is a lecturer and a champion and a true advocate of entrepreneurship development in Nigeria. You will meet him after this time out. Stay with us. Thank you for rejoining us again. Now I have the privilege of having Vincent Paul, PhD. He is of the Department of Entrepreneurship Studies, Nasarawa State University, IMSUC. He is also the Deputy Director, United Nations Development Program and University Innovation from Nasarawa State University. Doctor, you're welcome to Issues.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Well, I think for the time we have, we'll be talking about entrepreneurship. And I know this is one area that we've often heard about, but most times we misinterpret it. So I think we'll get clarity from someone like you who has been doing so much, for that field. So for the sake of hindsight, most times we talk about entrepreneurship, but we mix it up with just entering into a business. Can you just give us that, definitive knowledge for all of us to benefit?
Thank you. Entrepreneurship is an activity that involves creation of human activities that turns to commercial at a commercial level. What I mean by a human creation of activities, we're simply talking about it involves innovation and creativity, which deals with issue of production and marketing, meaning that whatever you produce should be converted into a commercial level. Not is beyond the issue of consumption alone. And like you did mention, that yes, people are mixing it up. That the moment you venture into a business by an entrepreneur, of course, that's an aspect of it. But to say the deepest of entrepreneurship is to be creative and innovative, meaning that you have to create activities to engage people. And through these activities, you commercialize it. And by this commercialization, it helps to boost the economy of a nation.
But if we go further now, what is the entrepreneurship story of Nigeria? I know someone who is coming from the university environment, are there laws talking about entrepreneurship, guiding us? How do we operate? Or is just, anyone who feels is interested in entrepreneurship can just do whatever he or she likes?
Yeah, it's a free society. There is no law limiting any human beings, particularly Nigerian citizens, on how to operate, except that you must operate according to the law of the land by not infringing into the right of any human being. God made all of us creative people in different diversity, different perspectives. And on this, human beings are created and are entrepreneurs right from the creation, meaning that everybody is free to involve or engage into any commercial activities by creating what will be needed by the society.
Okay, now I think still on that question, from your own perspective as someone who has been tutoring, guiding students on this, What has been our entrepreneurship story? What have you seen so far in terms of, are we actually there when it comes to, do we have entrepreneurs in Nigeria that will say, yes, we are coming up to build their, entrepreneurship in Nigeria?
Yes, we do. We have them. Right from the likes of Dangote and so on. And anybody today, or many people, they are done with us. Like I said, the core of this entrepreneurship is to create activities to engage people,
Okay.
which the likes of Dangote and so many others that I might not remember to make now. Now, in our own part, we are getting there. But the major issue we are having is that people, majority of these youths, do not believe on themselves, on what their capability. You are here in this section, or sector rather, and I'm there. So everyone is expected to be creative in his own profession, in his own career. Now, you have those who might not be able to come here and do what you are doing, but God has given them the strength, the capability, the skills to do what they will be able to do. On my way here, when you get to New Yanya, the potholes, I saw a disabled man at the middle of the road or on the middle of the road, breaking stones to fill that road. And I also put my hand in the pocket and threw something at him. Now, if this man has a mind to go and perpetrate evils, he wouldn't have been there. So he felt that God has given him the talent that if he cannot work and go elsewhere to do other jobs that other people are doing or be employed by someone somewhere, but he can employ himself here by engaging in these activities. So in the teachings, we have been pushing the students and the youths alike, not just in the university and even other fora when we go to make presentation about entrepreneurship. See, the secret of this entrepreneurship is for one to be creative, is to create activities and make these activities into commercial level.
Okay, I want to ask this question now. Now we're teaching entrepreneurship in school. So what's the difference between going to school to learn entrepreneurship and staying outside school to do entrepreneurship?
Thank you. Education, that's a formal aspect of education. Whether you go to school or not, if you are ready to pick a vocation, you can be trained. That's why we have those who involved into trades like the carpentry, the mechanics, and so on. Now, if you go to school, you have an added advantage that if you learn one of these skills, you will operate in a different manner. Your approach to issues with respect to your product, your approach in managing both human and resources management, resources, will be different from the person who has not gone to school. So in school there, like in our own university, we are teaching skills, practical skills. In fact, on the 24th of this month, that's next Monday, we have designed, structured our teachings to the level that students of entrepreneurship department, no student can graduate without a skill, a productive skill, out of which this student must produce a product to demonstrate that this is his or her own product. And in doing this, in giving them continuous assessment, we say you must produce a product and be assessed by this product. And when they produce this product, we'll now ask you, how much is this, the worth of this product? They will tell you, you document it. And then go and sell this product. If your product is good, it means it's sellable. Go and sell this product and bring the money to a central account. And this central account belongs to the class. And we tag it as graduation foundation. So they will be doing this. We started this last year, though we have been doing exhibitions semester by semester. But last year, second semester of last academic session, 2023-2024, we have made it now compulsory that each semester during their CA, they must produce product and go and sell. So we are teaching them production, we are teaching them skills in the first place, teaching them production, and then teaching them marketing. That if this your product is good, then go and sell it. Let us see. And they have been doing very well.
Okay, well, I think this is highly encouraging because for developed climes that have found their footings today economically, you realize that they paid attention to an area such as entrepreneurship and production. So I think you need all the encouragement to be able to push further. But how are we also thinking of expanding the scope of what you're actually doing now? Beyond the university environment, what partnership have you been able to establish, say, probably with the local community or the state or even, with federal institutions? Because what you're doing, I think, is good for the country.
Thank you very much. Last year ending, I had a presentation somewhere where an ethnic group in Kefi community wanted to establish a school, and they call it, they name it aligned with their own uh, tribal name. And I said, no, don't put it that way. School is for everyone. If you target in that manner, you are going to limit it. And I said, let us name it Entrepreneurship Community School. And the Speaker of the National State House of Assembly, Honorable Danladi Jato, was there. Honorable Ove, Honorable Senator Wadada Do sent a representative. Honorable Jonathan Gbefi Gaza also sent a representative, and they came and launched. So we're just waiting for these students, I mean, the leadership of this body, association, to kickstart a work. And after all, there is a structure, and they are supposed to continue with that so that we can link up with the government. We're also working assiduously to see that we link up with other bodies to promote this. Beyond that level, within the school community now, though not limited to the school, we have initiated issue of savings. We discovered that these students were training. At the end of it all, they lack capital to establish their own businesses. And not just them, including other youths outside the university community. And I introduced what is called entrepreneurship multipurpose savings and loans. We're on the process of doing the registration. They have replied us. They're trying to make some amendment on the title of the scheme. But I can tell you since last year, July, we have started and these students are serving very well. Why we came up with this, like I said, at the end of it, we have graduated so many. But then they will finish, they have these skills, they can produce good product, yet they don't have capital to continue. Now on this, that at least a student should be able to save 100 naira or 200. If you can save 100 naira, it means in a week you have to save 700 naira. If you can save 200 naira, it means in a week you can save 1,400. If you can save both, that is 300 naira. At the end of a week, you save 2,100 naira. Now we put it such a way that they will not access this money until after their graduation. We have those who will be graduating very soon, their final year, and we have those who will be graduating last year, and we have those who will be graduating the other coming year. So this is actually going on very smoothly. We have lecturers who are in, we have non-teaching staff who are in, we have even outsiders, some youths who are not members of the university community who are also in, with their skills pushing that after these years mentioned, we will give them back their money. That will be disbursement. But we equally take note of time value of money. So we are using this money to run some commercial activities so that there will be interest accrued to their own savings. Beyond this, we are trying to see by the time we arrive at a particular level, particularly those who are graduating this year, will now seek the first for the intervention of the government. That these people have certified skills, and they have made effort in terms of saving. They have little money, but they now need augmentation from the government so that they can go and start. And by the time we successfully execute this, these people will create jobs for themselves, will create jobs for others, and will help to boost the economy of the country.
All right, Doctor, I think we'll halt a little, go on a break, and when we return, we'll continue from this very point, on the program. Well, you're still watching issues on the Unity Station, NT Channel 5, Abuja. My guest is still here, and when we return, we'll answer more questions. Do stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. And I still have my guest with me talking about entrepreneurship and development in the country. Well, Dr. Vincent Paul of the Department of Entrepreneurship Studies, National State University. Well, let's take it from where we stopped before the break. We're talking about probably at the end of the graduation and the little you've been able to put together. I think that will now take us to partnership with institutions of government like SMIDAN. We have the Bank of Industry, depending on the skill of what probably your students will be doing. How can we facilitate this, for the students to benefit?
Yes, the Vice Chancellor of the university has been briefed on this. What we are waiting for is just to finalize on the registration. As you can see, we have the bylaw here. By the time this is done, we will officially launch it. When this is launched, we will now seek the face or intervention of the government through other agencies like the SMEDA you made mention. Now, before we approach this field, the government rather, we must prove the capacity of these students and then the youths alike. Like presently, some have saved up to 35 weeks now. Some are saving more than this level. Now, there is no limit of the number of weeks that somebody can save. Even if you bring 1 million naira now, it will be divided by these weeks. So these are the encouragement we are giving them. Now, by the time this is launched, and I can tell you that it will be the first in the Nigerian universities. No place has.
Well, since your department is a practical department, I would have loved to see a situation where we see some of the things you produce, but that notwithstanding, maybe some other time we would like to see if it is shoes they are into, so that our viewer would have seen that. Let's look at the Nigerian youthful population. How can we encourage them more to, take up entrepreneurship skills like you're teaching?
Thank you very much. I remember precisely, I might not quote exactly the date. I advised the federal government, I particularly call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, to look into deeply that we have youth with certified skills. These youth should be encouraged by giving them grants to take up these skills and be productive. So that while they are doing this, they will help to increase employment capacity in the country. You earlier made mention that our department, yes, it's a productive department, I've been producing things. We have them. In fact, even in my car, I have some shoes. This shoe that I'm putting on is produced by a student. Yes, we have so many of them. In fact, I can tell you, when you asked the question concerning the scheme, that we tag our motto, that empowering entrepreneurial dreams through smart savings. We have students who presently are producing things based on their skills, but they do not have the resources. So what we do now, we have started giving loans. Okay. In fact, we have given loans to one Mohammed Oji and give him 60 days to pay back at 5%. So in 60 days later, he's going to pay 110,000 naira. So this is the third week that he has started. The first week he made 11,000. The second week he made about 15,000. This week, I don't know what, before the end of the week, he will make more. So he's working towards to see that he can make shoes and sell so that he can make up this money. So the advice on how this youth can be taken up is by this direction we are doing. We decided to make this loan just 5% so that make it more affordable for the students and any other person who is interested. And we are not limited to Department of Entrepreneurship Studies. It's open to even outsiders. We have given some persons outside to take up fulfill their entrepreneurial dreams. So government can take up these youth by giving them grants. But before giving these grants, they have to certify that, confirm that these people are certified, skilled youths who are productive. We discovered in the past, or sometimes, or probably even now, monies are being given to the wrong hands, all in the name to promote entrepreneurship. So we are calling on the federal government that they should look at people who have taken the pen to acquire skills and give them grants. It will help to boost the activities of the country.
Okay, well, I know there is no success story, without one or two hiccups or in the name of challenges. Now, as you're helping drive this national growth and development through the entrepreneur, ship development you're doing. What would you say are some of the challenges beyond just the fund or accessing fund? Are there other challenges you've seen so far?
Certainly, we human beings were dynamic with even the clear vision of what we are driving at. Some do not even believe on this agenda. So it's part of the challenges. In fact, a few days ago, a lady wanted to withdraw back her money. And I just noticed that, oh, this lady do not understand the mission and vision of this savings. And that's okay. Can't we give you loan, your money? And what was the loan? If you divide 100,000 by 5%, which her savings so far is 32,400, and you're paying back interest is less than 2,000 naira. She said, oh, she has accepted it. There are some somewhere that are asking these questions. What happens if they die along the side? On the process of doing this service. You say you have a next of kin. That's why we have your information as a student. If you are not a student, you show your information, who is your next of kin. And then others not believing, even instigating people not to invest. But we have moved on. And now you also have the issue that people will be giving this loan, they will think it's a national check that everybody can come and fetch. So we're working on this. There are stress that other persons might not operate in the way we want it. I could remember one of the managers rather, keeping this money. We said the moment contributors are sending in money, you should update the record. But you see, there are delays to some of them and so on. But we have to move on. I can tell you that other challenges will come, external forces and so on will certainly come. And we're ready as entrepreneurs. Normally, if you don't take risks to embark on this journey, you will never smell success. So I'm assuring you, we're fully prepared to see that we move this mission on.
Okay, well, for someone who is watching us and is interested in coming down to Nasarawa University to do entrepreneurship studies, what are the requirements?
Oh, yeah, the requirements, one, we give them a welcoming face. The other requirements papers is, first of all, we run a part-time BAc, which you need SSE 5 credits, including mathematics and English. And if you are coming through JAM, either through UTME or direct entry.
Entry.
That's for those who already have an A-level result. You also need maths and English. And then if you are writing JAM, the requirement is that you write mathematics, economics, and government. Those are the combination for economics. I mean for entrepreneurship. Mathematics, economics, and government. English is compulsory already.
What's the duration for the course?
The duration for this course is 4 years.
Okay.
Student will stay 4 years, and this student must identify a skill of choice and go for the training within the campus. And after maybe during holidays, he can learn it elsewhere. The center is always open. The vice chancellor has made it open 24 hours, whether on break or not. You want to learn something, you can go there and continue. So what we encourage there and what we discourage is that we encourage that every student must have a skill at the end of this year, not just having it, but must have something productive, that a feasible product, accessible product, and commercial product. Now, we discourage students not participating because it's part of the criterion, their own criteria to their own graduation, that you cannot graduate in that department without showing us a particular product coming from your own skill.
All right, Dr. Vincent Paul of the Department of Entrepreneurship Studies, Nasarawa State University, as well as the Deputy Director, United Nations Development Program and University Innovation. We want to thank you especially for coming on issues to share your thoughts with us while also educating us on some of the things we need to know talking about entrepreneurship in the country. All right. Well, he has said a lot, and I think there are a lot of away points from our conversation. We should be part of this entrepreneurship development in our country, and we all stand to benefit at the end of the day. I want to thank you especially for joining us on the program. Let's do it again, same time, same station next week. I am Abdullah Hajia. Thank you.
We all have big dreams, so start up your own.